Elizabeth Earnshaw, Till Stress Do Us Part, How to Heal the Number One Issue in Our Relationships. In Till Stress Do Us Part, How to Heal the Number One Issue in Our Relationships, Elizabeth Earnshaw unveils the insidious role stress plays in unraveling communication and intimacy between partners. Through relatable scenarios like the story of Hannah and Rami, the book highlights how stress affects the brain, pushing us into fight, flight, or freeze modes that hinder healthy dialogue. Earnshaw guides us in identifying these stress responses and introduces therapeutic strategies to break free from stress loops, helping couples navigate their mental and emotional well-being. By exploring the invisible weight of mental loads, the dynamics of co-regulation, and the impact of stress on sexual intimacy, this guide offers practical tools to foster compassion, resilience, and connection. Dive into this summary to uncover powerful insights that empower couples to address stress directly and transform their relationships even amidst life's challenges.
Breaking stress loops. Imagine a couple, Hannah and Rami, who are usually in sync when it comes to tackling life's daily challenges. They handle household chores together, talk through their issues, and approach decisions as a team. However, as Rami faces the pressures of a demanding new job, their once easy flow of communication begins to unravel. Conversations that were effortlessly smooth now often lead to tension and arguments. Hannah finds herself feeling unheard when seeking help with the kids, while Rami seems to drift into a defensive and distant state. Their tried and true communication methods start to falter, leaving both frustrated and disconnected. The disruption in their communication isn't a mystery, it's a direct result of how stress invades our brain and body. Under typical conditions, our safe brain status allows us to engage with others through listening, empathizing, and responding thoughtfully. However, stress triggers our body's primal fight, flight, or freeze response, pushing us into a stressed brain state. In this mode, the body floods itself with adrenaline and cortisol, elevating heart rates and tensing muscles, primed for survival rather than rational thought. Consequently, approaches that work in a calm state become ineffective under stress. When communication collapses under stress, negative behaviors such as aggression, criticism, silence, or stonewalling, where one is too overwhelmed to communicate, surface. These reactions are mere symptoms of deeper stressors. Couples often find themselves ensnared in stress loops, which begin with a triggering event that activates the body's threat response. This releases stress hormones that intensify the heart rate and heighten tension, trapping the couple in a spiraling negative feedback loop. Over time, the body records these stress reactions, meaning unresolved issues can emerge in future disputes, sometimes amplifying past anxieties, like Rami's job security fears originating from childhood. To escape these stress loops, couples must delve into the core of their stress issues. Here are some strategic therapeutic approaches. 1. Monitor physiological stress. Tracking physical responses to stress, such as heart rate during disputes, helps in recognizing the visceral impact of stress. 2. Recognize your stress type. Determine whether you react like a cobra, lashing out, a deer, fleeing situations, or an opossum, shutting down. This self-awareness can guide tailored stress management strategies. 3. Practice self-soothing techniques. Engage in deep breathing, gentle movements, or breath-counting methods, like inhaling and exhaling slowly to 10, to help calm your body. 4. Identify and share stressors. Spend a dedicated 5 minutes listing all stressors, be they physical, like exhaustion, or psychological, such as financial strains. Sharing these lists enhances mutual understanding with your partner. 5. Develop a break ritual. Establish an agreement on taking breaks whenever either partner becomes overwhelmed by stress. This allows both individuals the necessary time to cool off before rekindling the discussion. 6. Foster compassion. Acknowledge your partner's stress and pain, opting to alleviate their load instead of responding defensively. Small acts of compassion can significantly ease tension. By confronting stress itself, couples like Hannah and Rami can escape from destructive cycles, restoring effective communication even amid challenging periods. The mental load dilemma. Picture a busy evening, where Sarah is balancing dinner prep, her child's project deadline, and tomorrow's grocery list. Her partner, Mike, casually mentions that she could just ask for help. This scenario highlights the often invisible mental load, the relentless effort of managing a household, keeping track of appointments, chores, and everything in between. This unseen burden, mostly carried by women, combined with invisible labor, can weigh heavily, leading to emotional fatigue. When one partner bears most of this load, it strains relationships, breeding resentment and criticism, while the other might become defensive or uninvolved. Instead of diving straight into relationship-focused discussions, couples should explore the external pressures fueling the mental load. Societal expectations, magnified by social media, often demand a perfect portrayal of family life, while ingrained cultural norms may leave men taking on less domestic duties. Recognizing these external stressors allows couples to tackle them together as a united front. Begin by identifying what constitutes the mental load in your relationship. What tasks and concerns are quietly stacking up? Address harmful patterns using John Gottman's 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse framework: criticism, defensiveness, stonewalling, and contempt. Reframe criticism with a gentle, factual approach. Face defensiveness by acknowledging errors. Counter stonewalling with a calming pause. Replace contempt with candid conversations about feelings and intentions. Lastly, execute a reality check. Encourage flexible thinking by separating truths from perceptions. Is your partner genuinely uninterested, or are they, too, feeling overwhelmed? This compassionate approach not only cultivates understanding but also fortifies a partnership resilient enough to endure life's pressures. Co-regulating together. Picture Cameron and Alex, a couple tangled in the webs of life's demands. Alex feels the weight of work and family pressing hard, and one fateful evening, he tumbles into a torrent of frustration. He knows he should calm down but finds emotional control elusive. Enter Cameron, who with a soothing voice and reassuring touch, helps Alex find his center again. This scenario paints a vivid scene of co-regulation, where one partner becomes a balm for the other's stress, easing tension through comfort and calm. While society often champions self-regulation, the ability to soothe oneself, as the key to stress management, relationships offer an equally powerful tool: co-regulation. Research underscores this, showing how romantic partners can significantly alleviate each other's stress. Imagine holding a loved one's hand and feeling pain subside. It's the magic of co-regulation at work. Just as a parent's gentle presence quiets a crying child, partners can bring each other back to peace using consistent care and connection. However, couples must be cautious of co-escalation, where combined stress explodes into major conflicts. A grounded, tranquil partner can nip this in the bud, preventing emotional spirals. Successful co-regulation begins with self-regulation, deep breaths, mindfulness, or counting to 10 to maintain composure. The aim is to operate from the wise mind, where logic and emotion meet, helping avoid knee-jerk reactions. Stress resolution in today's fast-paced world is crucial, yet challenging. Co-regulation provides an answer by completing the stress cycle. Through simple acts like a soft voice, gentle touch, and steady presence, couples can soften the sharp edges of stress, nurturing not just calm but also a resilient, stronger bond. Navigating stress and intimacy. Nina and Anil find themselves in a precarious period of their lives. Anil's job-related stress and Nina's challenge as a new mother have significantly impacted their intimacy. While Anil views sex as a necessary escape from his stress, Nina struggles to find any desire after exhausting days. Anil experiences feelings of rejection, fearing he might no longer attract Nina, while she grapples with guilt and fears of inadequacy. Stress often hits sexual relationships hard, drastically affecting desire. It can make one partner avoid sex entirely while prompting the other to seek it as a haven of relief. Events like career changes or having a baby can exaggerate these differences, causing one partner's libido to plummet and the other's to soar. Stress induces the body's survival instincts, suppressing or stimulating sexual impulses. For some, stress is a libido killer, acting as a deterrent to sexual interest. For others, it functions as a stimulus, turning sex into a channel for stress relief. Understand your own and your partner's sexual triggers. Everyone has unique accelerators that spark desire, like workplace success or romantic settings. Conversely, breaks that hamper libido can stem from overwhelming stress or chaotic surroundings. Recognizing these differences and openly discussing them can help resolve conflicts within relationships. Simple questions like, "How are you feeling about our sex life?" or identifying triggers can foster understanding. Moreover, intimacy extends beyond physicality. Strengthening emotional bonds through shared feelings or engaging in activities like hiking or quiet moments together enriches the relationship. By nurturing emotional intimacy, couples can alleviate pressure on their sex life, allowing for meaningful reconnection amidst life stresses. Navigating modern stress. Life throws a curveball at Maya and Jack when Jack loses his job. Instead of taking a breather, they dive headfirst into launching a new business together. Maya, meanwhile, is already weighed down by family issues, but she adds another layer by joining an evening course, convinced that staying busy is productive. Initially, it seems like they're managing this intricate balancing act of work, school, and personal life. Yet, their strategy of adding tasks to cope with pressure eventually backfires. Maya falls ill, suddenly, and they find themselves overwhelmed by a tidal wave of stress. Their predicament stems from a common phenomenon, chasing eustress. This form of positive stress propels us to achieve, giving a sense of motivation when we face challenges that are tough yet manageable. Eustress can keep us energized on the journey toward our goals. However, some use it to mask deeper tensions, believing more tasks equal more control. As they continue to pile on responsibilities, whether starting a business, enrolling in courses, or juggling multiple projects, their coping mechanism begins to crumble. Eventually, eustress morphs into distress, spreading them thin and leaving them exhausted. There's a growing disconnect between the ideal self and reality, between aspirations and achievements, which leads to burnout. In the relentless quest for more, priorities get lost. Many fall into the trap of equating busyness with success, losing sight of their true priorities, their North Star, which reflects their genuine desires and motivations. For instance, parents might work tirelessly to afford luxuries, believing they're providing for their children's best interests. Yet, the core wish often remains simple, to provide love and security, which doesn't require perpetual busyness or financial strain. The crucial takeaway is that not all stressors are inherent to life's challenges, often, they arise from self-imposed burdens. The key lies in revisiting what truly matters and acknowledging when you're overwhelmed. Keeping your North Star in focus can prevent reaching a breaking point. It's about realizing that sometimes doing less can open the door to genuine fulfillment and peace.
Elizabeth Earnshaw's Till Stress Do Us Part offers a compendium of strategies for healing relationships marred by stress. The narrative deftly illustrates how stress disrupts communication, catalyzes dysfunctional patterns, and strains intimacy between partners. Key takeaways include recognizing and managing stress responses, sharing mental loads evenly, and employing self- and co-regulation techniques to foster emotional balance. By evaluating how societal pressures exacerbate stress and practicing open, compassionate dialogue, couples can dismantle harmful cycles and rebuild intimacy. The book emphasizes aligning actions with core desires over societal expectations and understanding how stress influences sexual dynamics. Ultimately, these comprehensive insights provide a roadmap for partners to cultivate enduring love that withstands the inevitable stresses of life, empowering them to achieve a harmonious and supportive partnership.